Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed. On my lap, I have the human mind is a function of the human brain, he said, clenching his fist tightly as he spoke. Ever since I became a part of the fungal hive mind, and my physical body was consumed by the mycelium fibers, I have not had a centralized brain. I've been okay with this for the last 30 years, but this has been circling my thoughts for the past week. A thin black slime oozed around the cuts his fingernails had opened in his palms. A little saber. Yes, indeed. I moved her cage next to me, and I put little Dr. Snurf against the wall, so she's still, somewhat iridescent, but she's older. She still has her stubby little face, which, she's a hamster, so she has her anti-camera gyroscope. She's facing my way. But she is a cutie, and I love her very, very much. She was awake, so I just made noise, and she came out of her nest, and I picked her up. So I'm going to put her back because, she wants to go back. You can see. So I'm going to let her... Well, she apparently doesn't want to come down off of my arm. Oh, she's climbing. So I'm going to put her into her nest, her home again. Come on, little one. Gotta pick you up. I know you don't want to be picked up. I don't blame you. And there we go. This is my back scratcher. I try to keep everything pushed away so that it's not in view, but I've got my back scratcher over there and such. Because I pile things on top of my hamster cage, of course. Last night, excuse me here, I've bonked up against my keyboard garage and I've made a whole mess. Oh, I'm out of position. But hey, I had a hamster, and so that's a good thing. There we go, sort of. I did not go walkies last night. I was too cold and too tired. Oh my gosh. From 6 o'clock on, I was just tired. But from 8 o'clock on, it got settled into just plain bone-deep weariness. And by 10 o'clock, I was having troubles just keeping my eyes open. So at 10 o'clock, I started shutting down. By 11, I was in bed. I tried to stay up. In fact, it was closer to 10:45. I was lights out trying to sleep. So, I've been roughly awake since approximately 3 in the afternoon, 3 in the morning, because I woke up from pain and was just flip-flopping side to side. Whenever it hurt too much, I'd turn over and then turn over when it hurt and turn over when it hurt. And finally, 6 o'clock, I just got up. So, thumbs up, been up for the day. Gotta love pain. So today, I definitely have to go walkies. Thumbs up for that. I mean, I had wanted to go yesterday, sort of, but once again, and I'm not sure why, and I don't like the change, and I walked, well, like I say, it got dark, and I immediately started getting tired. So I don't know. I don't like it. It bothers me a lot. But life is life. I mean, all I can do is try to work around it, try and figure out exactly what's happening, and then work around that. So, thumbs up. I am somewhat bothered. I don't know if the spider up there is still alive, or if she has perished and is now curling up, because when spiders die, of course, they're hydraulic, and so the hydraulic pressure fades and their legs and stuff curl in. She's up in her web, but she's tucked up into a little ball. So I don't know if it's because it's cold, if because she's going to redo her web, or because she just starved. I hope it's not that. So maybe she's alive and up there, because I can still see the spider body, so who knows, it might be a living body, might not. We'll have to find out and see. That's the thing with parasocial relationships, you know. She doesn't know that I'm alive, or didn't, whether or not she's alive or not, but I've become fond of the spider, so who knows what's going to happen. Thumbs up for that. But just been working along, yeah, I said that correctly, didn't I? Coming up with story ideas and thinking about stuff, and I tried my best I wanted to write. I really want to write short stories and beginnings, and then just make a daily video thing just to start off, make a 30-day challenge, where it's a short or a beginning every single day. And then after that, maybe once a week, where I come up with a slightly more polished work. I wanted to try starting that yesterday, but once I finished with all my videos, it started getting dark outside, and then I got sleepy, and the fatigue set in. I mean, I'm always fatigued, I'm always weak, I'm always pushing, because my rechargeable battery just only hits like the 40 to 50% mark. So I'm always having to push. But there was just no way to push. There was just, I'm pushing up against the wall, and then the wall just said, "Oh, no, you don't." So, joy. Still, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you can do. And I'm working on it to try and be as good at things as I can. So definitely a thumbs up on that. Yay! There have been a lot of things happening in the news. Most of them I don't want to talk about because politics, governmental politics, and that's so divisive. Largely because the people at the top have already figured out that if we keep us down here fighting amongst ourselves, we're not going to fight them. And so, politics is divisive, so you can't talk about it, or you're fighting against each other, and not them. So thumbs up on that. So I don't really want to talk too much about politics, because I just don't want to irritate people. And the thing is, and we found out once again, and here's where I'm going to get, this is science, so I can at least back this one up. It's rough and it's hard to talk with people about things, because we have found that those people that identify as conservative have a larger, more active amygdala in their brains. The amygdala is the fear processing. It does a lot of things, not just the one. It does a lot of things, but one of the things it does is process fear responses. If you have zero fear response, your amygdala is not working properly, and you're not knowing when something is really dangerous and you're going to die, so you're not going to pass it on your kids, so thankfully that doesn't happen much. If you've got a way overactive amygdala and you're afraid of everything, these people tend to identify as far-right conservative. And people who have an overactive fear response tend to respond as conservative. And those with just, a normal fear response, hey, it depends. And those with a smaller fear response tend to identify as not conservative. Being conservative appears to me largely a fear response. And I understand that. Most of conservatism that I see in the United States seems to be a strong attempt to put a stranglehold on progress, and put your arm around its neck, and then drag it kicking and screaming decades ago to a time that never existed. When white people didn't have to worry about all them uppity darkies. I know not all conservatives are like that. I speak only of the crazy ones right now that are a big issue in the United States. And I said I didn't want to talk politics, and here I am calling not all conservatives, just the whacked out conservatives, crazy. Because you can be conservative with a larger than average fear response and not be nuts. Your reaction to your fear response is what determines how you're going to be. You know, if your reaction to a fear response is violence, that's bad. If your reaction to a fear response is, why am I afraid? That there's nothing to be afraid of. That's good. So just because you have a fear response doesn't mean necessarily a bad thing. It's just that fear responses, because they're so primal, tend to be things we don't even think about. That's the issue. So thumbs up. Hopefully anybody who identifies as a conservative out there has now not just unsubscribed and stopped watching. Oh well, life is life. Still, at least I've clarified there, and so hopefully that's a good thing. Thumbs up for that. Oh, there was something I was going to talk about and then I forgot about. So now I've got a big idea-shaped hole in my head. Still, that's life. It happens. So I'll just have to try and think of another subject real quick. The weather? No. Gosh. Well, what I'm going to do then, because I've suddenly come up blank, and I hate that the most about fibromyalgia, the fibro fog, and the fact that things just go and vanish. I mean, I'm not really pissed at that one because it just came into my head and was developing as I was talking, and then before I could get to it, went and was gone. It's not something I had planned to talk on and then was talking about, and I could feel it being yanked out of my head. That hurts. I've had that happen. This was just, oh, here's something I want to talk about while I'm talking about this, and then because I was talking about that, you know, short-term memory versus long-term memory. It happens. But I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American, I'll lag there, sign language, you've already seen what my fibro and my memory are like, so thumbs up for that. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I actually do a pretty good job. I'm just still an American English speaker, so I know I'm gonna mess something up. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. The only ones I take issue with are abusive ones. I just trash can those immediately. You can disagree with me violently, and as long as you're not abusive, thumbs up and thank you for having left a comment. It is appreciated. Something called Macron. We have Funtime Foxy, thumbs up. Carbide Games, greatly appreciated. Tucker Anderson, thumbs up and greatly appreciated. Greulich, I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. Ray Mack, thumbs up and thank you. And boy, that's bad news about Mark Hollis. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Lily Kep, thumbs up and thank you. And Kathy Kisscat, greatly appreciated. With Latina Girl 18, thumbs up and thank you. Shadow Reaper Gaming, greatly appreciated. And Bailey Snyder, thumbs up and thank you. Russian Timing, always good to see you in the comments. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Me Pillsbury, thumbs up and thank you very much. And Sifu, greatly appreciated. We have Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Mao Villani, I sure hope I'm close. Easy Q, thumbs up. And Dean Cordell, I sure hope you watch, and I hope that one day we can play online again. We have the Cat Dog, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have Susie Wolf, greatly appreciated. Travis Frost, thumbs up and thank you. Gavman 95 awesome, greatly appreciated. Cassiopeia Sama, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Jerf, thumbs up and thank you all, greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a good thing when you are depressed. And I am clinically depressed. I need to get back on meds. Next week I get to see it's going to be an online session, see my therapist again, and we get to talk things out, and that's a very, very good thing. Thumbs up for that. Now, if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you wanted to help me out financially but did not want to donate to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help support me but didn't want to send me money, I have an Amazon wish list down there with things like hamster food, cat food. I think there's even food for me, and silly things, non-silly things. If you could check that out, that would be very awesome and greatly appreciated. Now, don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated, totally awesome. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down to it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Or at least the next 13, 15, hopefully 20 some odd years. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Thule. Thule? It's not even pronounced Thule. If you ever see the word, like Thule, I believe it's actually pronounced Thule. So I don't know what the heck I was trying to do, but cool is what I meant to say. Definitely a thumbs up. Past that, nothing has really happened, so I wish I had more to say, but it's going to be a short vlog because, once again, I just have story ideas that I need to actually do some writing on. I've got things that I need to do, and, well, yeah. That was pretty intelligent, wasn't it? My sincere apologies. I sort of faded off into incoherence. Welcome to my brain. So I've got this video that you're watching. I got another video that I have recorded already, so just need to edit and render. Hopefully I'm going to have something to record then edit and render later today. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Absolutely and 100%. Now, it's starting to get cold, so take care of yourself. Keep your feet warm. If your feet get cold, that actually does lower your immune system. So take care.